Hi everyone, welcome to your 5th week of Environmental Biology Online. This week you write your first lab report. So you're going to take all that data you collected last week and turn it into a full lab report. And before you do that, I hope you go into the resources that I have posted for you in week 0, resources for writing lab reports, and just refresh your memory or learn for the first time about what goes in a lab report. One thing to know is that the structure is very strict. You have to follow this particular formula. There's an introduction, then the methods, then the results, then the discussion. Each section has an important purpose, and there's certain things that have to be in that section and certain things that can't be in that section. So in our discussion this week, each one of you is going to be put into a group, and you're going to focus on one section of that lab report. And so if you're in the introduction group, you're going to focus on the introduction. You're going to make sure you really know what the introduction is for, what its purpose is. And then you're going to read these 3 example lab reports that I've posted. They're about the intermediate disturbance hypothesis. I've explained what that means in our discussion. And there are 3 lab reports of varying qualities. So I want you to look at all 3 and focus particularly on the introduction. And you compare those introductions to the lab report rubric. So you want to make sure that you can find the lab report rubric and that you understand what all aspects of that rubric mean. So you'll read the introductions, compare them to the rubric, and then you'll post in the discussion. So if you're in the introduction group, you need to answer one of the questions I posted about lab reports. So it might be, what is the purpose of an introduction? How do these lab reports meet the rubric criteria? And it also might be just about quality of writing in general. And then, so your requirement in the discussion is to answer one of the questions, show me that you're engaged with understanding what your section of the lab report is all about. And then all you have to do is read some of the other posts in the other sections. So if you're in the introduction section, you'll post in the introduction, but then you'll read something in the results, read something in the methods, and read something in the discussion. And I'll be able to tell if you've read it. I'm going to let my former self explain to you how the lab report works, so I actually might put that in a different video, so you can look for that in a separate video. And then the other thing you need to do this week is to finish your home base. So the home base is about biodiversity and community. And you'll be counting things, make sure you're counting some things, looking at evenness and richness. And then you'll post that in week 6 and we'll discuss it then. Okay, I hope this helps you. Have a great week.